I feel like Apple's abandoning us laptop people for the iPad and iPhone people. And here's why. You see, Apple just announced a brand new MacBook. Looks just like the previous generation MacBook from 2021, with one small change. Instead of Touch ID, it now has Face ID. But other than that, it's literally the same design, same display, same keyboard, same everything. It's kind of like how the iPhones say is basically just an iPhone X with an iPhone 11 processor inside. Kind of makes you wonder why Apple even released this MacBook at all. The new 2025 MacBook starts at $1,300. It's $200 more than the previous 2021 model. Yet it offers nothing new except for Face ID. So if the main reason you're upgrading to the new 2025 model is for Face ID, then you're in luck because that's actually really good. The Face ID on the new MacBooks are optically clear. It can be used while wearing a hat or sunglasses, and they even work if your face has a beard or if you have a face mask on. But if the main reason you want to upgrade is because you want a better camera, well, you're out of luck because there is no better camera. In fact, Apple didn't even mention anything about the camera in their keynote at all. It literally just said Face ID and moved on. Okay, so maybe you want to upgrade because you want a better microphone. Well, again, you're out of luck because there is no better microphone. You know what else they didn't talk about? Battery life. The new MacBook has the same battery life as the old MacBook. Okay, so maybe you want to upgrade just because you want the latest and greatest MacBook. But you're also out of luck because this isn't even the greatest and greatest MacBook. That title still goes to the M2 MacBook Air, which was released in July of 2022. That's when Apple introduced a new design with thinner bezels, a larger display, a MagSafe port, notch, and a better camera, and a better microphone, and a bigger battery, all for the same price as the previous generation. So if you want all those things, then you should buy the MacBook Air instead of the new MacBook, unless of course you hate Steve Jobs, because the new MacBook is literally the same design as the 2015 MacBook, which debuted under his leadership. It was designed in 2014 and released in 2015, so it's literally the same design as the MacBook that started it all. If you hate Steve Jobs that much, then maybe you should go all in and get the MacBook Pro instead, because the MacBook Pro has changed quite a bit since 2015. The 2021 model introduced a new design with a larger display, smaller bezels and Touch ID, as well as a better camera and a better microphone and faster performance and a bigger battery, all before Apple Silicon. Now don't get me wrong, the new MacBook might be the perfect computer for someone. Someone who hates Steve Jobs, someone who doesn't care about having the latest and greatest features, someone who's willing to pay a premium for a computer that's almost 8 years old. But for everyone else, there's literally no reason to get the new MacBook. And that's why I think Apple's abandoning us laptop people for the iPad and iPhone. People because all the improvements that Apple's made to the MacBook over the past 8 years could be summarized by saying it has a notch now. And I think most people would rather just use an iPad or an iPhone because they're more powerful than this MacBook. Like the new MacBook has the same processor as the iPad Air, yet it costs $200 more than the iPad Air. And if you add in the cost of the Magic Keyboard, it ends up being $300 more. But people will still buy this MacBook because it has a screen that's bigger than the iPad Pro and it can run some apps that the iPad can't. But if you zoom out a little bit, you'll see that the iPad and the MacBook are getting closer and closer each year. Like this MacBook has a 60 Hz display, yet the iPad Pro has had a 120 Hz display since 2018. Yet this MacBook costs more than the iPad Pro. You know what? Forget it. This isn't even a debate. Apple should just merge the two devices together and call it a day. We can call it the iBook because it would be a book, like a heavy book that you can type on. It would have a big screen for reading and taking notes, and it would have a keyboard built in, but only if you needed it. Otherwise, you can just use the touchscreen and Apple Pencil. Plus, it would have all the ports, because we know Apple loves to remove ports, but they love to add them back into the iPad. So why not combine the two devices and just give us all the ports? Plus, it would have the best of both worlds, the power of the MacBook and the versatility of the iPad. What do you guys think of the new MacBook? What do you think of the iBook? Let me know in the comments below. Also, I just want to say thank you guys for giving my videos so many views. It means a lot to me. Like, look at this. 1 million views. That's 1 million people who trusted me to make them laugh or learn something new, and I don't take that for granted. So thank you. If you want to help keep this train going, then stay tuned for more content. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.